Hi everyone, I just wanted to give you guys a quick tour of Life Design Analysis. This is going to be kind of the Cliff's Note version. We have a more detailed version available online in the channel as well. Simply to create an account, say create an account, fill out your first name, last name, telephone, email address, and create a password, and click sign up. Again, there's no credit card on sign up. You can quickly get in and get started. 30 days are free. When you get in, there's sort of the four main areas here of the system. So here is where you go to create a case. Every time you create a case, they're managed. So I've got a listing here of any case I've created, as well as the date and the face amount to really say, this is what we created and when. Your clients are also in there managed. So every time you create a case, it's got to have a client with it, and we will organize those cases as we go. So at any particular time, if you needed to look up a certain client, of course you could. So you can even do things like refine from policy number. So if I type LI, I'm going to get all my Sun Life products here. I could even look at refining it even further and looking at term 10 issued from 2006. And again, I can proactively show all my policies from Sun that are renewing this year. And so to jumping kind of right back into the system here, we can also import clients as well. So you can bring in your block of business to look at, to manage those clients. Starting off really quickly, I'm just going to say add a new case. Again, we're going to start with a client. If you don't have one, click new client. I'm just going to go sample, and I'll use my sample case. And my sample case happens to be a 50-year-old male. And essentially, then we just have to pick an insurance benefit and select our product. So in this case, I'm going to do a quick term 10. I'm going to search the market. And again, I can pick any one I choose, say add it to the case. And again, I'm just going to compare that really quickly here to a term 20. So I'm going to click it again. I'm going to add a term. This time I'm just going to change it. You can select for any number of combinations. Search the market. And Sun Life happens to come up the best sort of my preferred ones there, so I'll add that. Again, I might want to add a universal life into this case. If I'm showing my client maybe all the options available to them and say search here, it's going to search the market. Okay, I'll pick the Desjardins one. That's perfect. And again, I just want to add a whole life as well, so I'll say plus whole life. Now for whole life, you do need to add a spreadsheet because it does need some direction. So again, I'm going to pick plus whole life. In this case, I'll pick Sun Life again. And essentially, you would launch the manufacturer's software for whichever company you picked. And so I'm going to launch Sun Life's. And the reason we need this is for the cash value and whatever dividend information. Many different dividends and term riders you can pick from. So the only way to get truly accurate numbers is through the manufacturer's software. And that's what our client's after. So again, I'm just going to design this case, 50-year-old male, and we did 500. And I'm going to pick a par accumulator. And again, you could pick any different combination of dividends and offsets. I could say earliest. And again, all you're looking for is basically design it however you'd like. We're looking for the spreadsheet. So click the spreadsheet button. We're going to say download. And I'm going to call this Sun Test File. And I'm just saving it to my desktop. Again, save it to your preferred place. So I'll say save. Coming back to Life Design Analysis here, I just want to say import from CSV file, and because that's how it's saved. Again, we have other spreadsheet videos on how to bring in data other ways. This is just one way. Select the file that we just saved and upload. And again, now we have a whole life plan in there. So that's basically how to get any sort of plan in there. For existing term 10, click the manual term 10, enter the details with the issue date, and any different combination is available there. We have lots of different videos on all of that. I just want to kind of give a general overview of the system. Again, we can pick our analyze to age date. So these are sort of the controls of the program. So we can say look at it till age 99, or if it was shorter term, we might say 20 years or 10. You get to pick that. And again, our client's 50, so we don't want to look at IRR at 55. I'm going to offset it by 30 years, and we're going to look at it at age 80. Again, change any financing. These are for our IRR metrics. Of course, you can add notes for yourself. In this case, it might be a client note like Ted loves to golf. And that's just for me to know, so maybe next time I'm on the phone with him, I can bring that up. There's report notes as well, so it might be a recommendation. Ted, I think the whole life is best for your needs, or whatever sort of message you wanted to put in the report. Again, you are going to have from the account settings up here, you can customize disclaimers and certain things that go in the report as well. And again, coming down to the very bottom here, just report components. So you get the option of putting whatever slides you'd like in there. So if you want to see IRR of cash value, you can put it in there. If you don't, take it out. Same with IRR of insurance benefit. I'm going to leave these in my report. I've got my default set, and again, you can do all that in account settings. I'll show you that kind of really quickly in this flyby tour. But basically here, when I've got the plans that I want to compare, I simply say generate case. And it does all the analysis on this case, comparing all those different rates and how they relate over the time that I've selected with the metrics I've selected. Again, we've got 4 plans here, variety of different patterns. You know, the term 10 here starts low and renews all the way up. And, you know, you can see it's kind of hidden behind there. So if you ever want to get rid of something, you of course can change this to only see 2 options. Again, all our charts are interactive in this form. Though, of course, you can still create the PDF to print off and actually distribute to the client. Again, so this just shows kind of the client the annual premium schedule. Again, you can take them through individually. The sum of premiums next to show you the cost, and this is just a raw accumulation I've done in this one. And again, you can see the break-even point. Even with whole life products, you can show their reduced examples. So you can see that actually adds a few more years to that 10 pay. So again, really great way to take them through kind of what the impacts of a policy change would be. Coming down a little bit further, we definitely want to show them that cash value. You know, that's really the important aspect of the whole life policy, cash value and the paid up additions of buying more insurance. So we really want to highlight those, and LDA does a great job of that. Red here is all your premium deposits. Green is the total cash value. And it's no surprise, because consumers are so visual, they immediately see the difference in the plan. Just going on that theme of interactive charts, just to show you, you can get rid of things like sum of premiums. I'm just clicking on the legend there and show guarantees. Again, you could show reduced examples too. So a lot of sensitivity analysis possibilities by showing interactively, you know, sort of the differences in dividends. Coming down, the same things are possible with insurance benefits. So, you know, what a reduced premium would do, reduced insurance benefit, and even things like guarantees as well, and just a level face in there. So lots of great ways to take a client interactively through the policy. Again, a presentation summary. And again, we cover all these in details in other videos. I just sort of want to show you the report. And again, the PDF that it can produce, you just click Generate PDF, and it puts all your logo, your information, and brands it as, you know, like you spent hours slaving away on PowerPoint. And it creates a report in seconds here. And so, you know, you can see your mission statement with the message that you left for the client. And again, just to really go through it, I just want to show account settings really quickly here. Again, we have a more robust description on other videos, but just really quickly, here is the where you upload your logo, set your color schemes, mission statement, disclaimer, and really get to brand the report. So it's advisor branded, your contact goes on it, your information. Again, even choosing default report components, as well as default companies that are searched. So just over here, you'd select, you know, the companies you want to have surveyed. And just finally, I'll just kind of show you quickly the import. Basically, a file comes in from your wholesaler of your block of business. We have predefined templates that put them in there. We also have a generic, so anything that falls outside the line or that we don't have here, we can get in, even external CRM. So there's definitely lots of ways to get in there. And that's about everything. So that's kind of the brief tour of the system. For a more detailed tour, of course, check out our other video. And for individual basis, we also have some specific videos focusing on spreadsheets and other things. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hope it's been informative.